Hi everyone, Marieta du Toit from Century Intelligence. I want to talk a little bit about resilience in your work life today. Resilience is at the order of the day, but if you really think about it, it's been around forever and it's up to all of us to build up our level of resilience, flexibility, agility, whatever you want to call it. Your ability to keep running in this crazy race and actually to decide what your race looks like. So for me to cope with everyday life, especially when it comes to work tasks, I've realized that as a sensory root or a sensory avoider, I need to feel in control of my day. It's not always easy and it's not always possible because unforeseen things do happen. But if you have your top tips and if you have your own tools and strategies that you have in place, then it's easier to cope with change, which again is difficult for a sensory avoider and for a lot of us. So my top tips to keep myself grounded and to keep myself calm and to keep myself focused during the day when there is change and when there are unpredictabilities would first be to know when my day starts and when my day ends. It's very important for me, whenever possible, and I try and adhere to this as much as possible, to end my workday at 5 o'clock. So I literally switch off my computer at 5 o'clock to make up time, because there will be lunchtime, there will be tea time, and sometimes you just need those extra hours. I rather wake up early in the morning. I rather set my alarm to 5 o'clock in the morning, get that hour or hour and a half extra time that's uninterrupted, it's calm, quiet time. And then when the family wakes up, you can take your first break and spend quality time with them. A nice cup of coffee on the stoop or something like that, have breakfast together. So that's my first non-negotiable. The second tip that I have, that I also try and adhere to as much as possible, is in the morning when checking my emails, I don't try and answer all my emails at once because that would end up taking too much time and you don't really use your best focus time for the bigger task that you need to get to. So I would scan through my emails. If there's anything that's really important and needs to be answered immediately, I do that. The rest of the emails I will snooze until a later time in the day. Like, for instance, after lunch or late in the afternoon, when you know your productivity levels aren't that high, but you can still do those kind of tasks later in the day. My next tip during the day, especially when I know I need to be very, very focused, I switch off my phone's sound notifications. I put my phone on vibrate. So when a phone call comes in, or when a message, when a WhatsApp comes in, or an email, it's only a vibration sound. My ears have learned to recognize the sound, so I don't miss any notifications, but it's not a constant added auditory input that really can put you into overload. So it's easy to stay calmer and relaxed. Another thing on phone calls, a non-negotiable for me, and that's in work life, but also actually in my private life. If I'm busy with a very important task and I'm in the middle of it, and there's a phone call coming in, and I know for a fact that it's not urgent. If it's urgent, you obviously have to answer immediately. But if it's not urgent and I'm not able to take that call, I don't take the call. Someone can either leave a message or I can return their call at a convenient time. Because if I do take that call, my focus is gone for the task that I was really busy with. And the other thing is I will feel a little bit rushed, and I won't really be able to give good attention to the person on the other side of the line. So I try and be in control of my life and my work task as much as possible. And on the days when it's just a crazy, chaotic day, then you stand back and you breathe and you just take one thing at a time. I hope that helps some of you. Please let us know what your top tips are to stay resilient in your work life.